Welcome to the first class on the DragonScan Stock Screener, Class 101, Getting Started. In this video, we will talk about some of the basic features and benefits of the software, and we will also give you a basic introduction as to how to get started using the software. In subsequent videos, we will be talking about how to use the software to actually find the best stocks for making money in the Asian stock markets. In case you're wondering what the heck DragonScan is, let's talk about what makes it so special. First of all, it is the very first web-based stock screener to focus specifically on the fast-growing, emerging Asian stock markets. In the USA, there are other stock screening programs that have been around for many years, but this technology in Asia so far has been limited primarily to professional traders such as mutual funds, banks, and hedge funds. And it's been very expensive if the individual retail trader wanted to take advantage of the same opportunities. But now, thanks to DragonScan, we provide you with the unfair advantage that the professionals don't want you to have. DragonScan is also web-based. That means there's no software to download. All you need is an internet connection and a web browser, and you're all set to go. More than just software, DragonScan is just one part of a proven trading solution for making money in Asian stocks. DragonCharts is your complete turnkey solution for trading in the Asian markets. At DragonCharts, we provide you with three things. We provide you with access to the markets. Through partnerships with brokerage firms, we can get you access to all of the Asian markets. Second, we provide you with knowledge. We provide you with stock trading courses and live daily stock pick webinars where we provide you with the best plays that are setting up to buy for making money, and give educational commentary on how to use the software to find those plays. And the third thing that DragonCharts provides our members is the tools, and that's where DragonScan comes into place. So it's a three-part strategy that we provide as a solution for trading the Asian stock markets. We provide access, we provide you with knowledge, and we provide you with tools. And the DragonScan software is just one of those three components. Other companies may provide you with education, but no software to go along with it. And there may be other software programs out there, but without the proper education. And without all three of those components, it's very difficult to make money trading the Asian markets. Traders can quickly and easily find the best stocks for trading in both up and down markets. When stock markets are trending higher, it's easier to find which stocks to buy because most stocks go up in a bull market. However, when markets move lower, it can become very challenging knowing which stocks to buy. But with DragonScan, we quickly can help you identify which stocks are staying strong despite weakness in the overall market. Furthermore, the software can be used for finding stocks that may provide the best opportunities for selling short and profiting from movements when stock prices move lower. All this, of course, is taught in our courses and in our live daily stock pick webinars, which are included with your DragonScan subscription. End-of-day data updates means members can screen for the hottest stocks whenever most convenient. We are not day traders who sit in front of our computer screens all day, trading in and out of the market. Our strategy is based on what is known as swing trading. Swing trading is holding stocks for several weeks to several months. As a result, we simply wait for the market to close, and then in the leisure time in the evening, or before the market opens in the morning, we look for which stocks are setting up for potential buy entry the next day, which we also discuss in our daily stock pick webinars. Regular automatic background updates ensures the software stays up to date with ever-changing market conditions. Some software programs out there, they work at one time, but after the software is created, updates are no longer applied, therefore making it very difficult to keep up with changing market conditions. But with DragonScan, we continually are working to provide you with the latest technology and the latest scans to make sure that you can continue to make money regardless of market conditions. Now, let's talk about how to actually get started with the DragonScan Stock Screener. The first thing you need to do is go to our homepage, DragonCharts.com, and then you click on Software right here. On the Software page, if you're already registered, click on the Launch Now button. If you're not yet registered, then you can click right here to start your free 2-week trial. So if we're already registered, we click on Launch Now, and then we enter our username and password that you chose when you signed up. Notice that after we fill in our username and password, there's nothing else to do. You wait a few seconds and the application will automatically load right in your web browser. Now the beauty of the DragonScans, which is these preset formulas that we have, is that it automatically keeps us out of trouble. For example, when market conditions are weak, the relative strength breakout will not return any results because the stocks do not meet our strict criteria for buying a stock that's breaking out. Likewise, the pullback scan only works when stocks are in an uptrend, and not many stocks are in an uptrend right now. So it's very likely that if you did a scan, for example, when relative strength breakout, you would get no results. We can try that, for example, if we go to China, then we select the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, and if we'd like to, we can select an index to make sure the results are all within, for example, the Hang Seng index, or if we leave that blank, it'll scan for stocks in any index. And then we can also select optional price and volume filters. If we want to make sure the stock, let's say for example, is at least 1 Hong Kong dollar, and we'll leave the default at 80 maximum. And in the slider we can drag for volume. Let's say we want to make sure the stock does an average daily volume of at least 1 million shares. And we hit the Scan Now button. And notice it says no results found. Now if this was a strong market or a market that was trending higher, you'd get a list of stocks there. In essence, this very quickly tells us that we shouldn't bother looking for stocks that are breaking out of a base right now because there simply aren't any due to weak market conditions. However, we can do a pullback scan if we click on the pullback button and hit Scan Now. Now we get a list of stocks. We get about 8 stocks that are trending higher but are on a pullback. And in a moment here, I'm going to show you how we can actually click on these stocks and look at the charts. Notice how quickly we scanned through thousands of stocks and returned only the top 8 stocks that are actually in an uptrend and pulling back. It's very fast. Now in market conditions like we have right now, which is very weak, we like to use the self-serve scans because it gives us more flexibility. Because our trading strategy focuses on keeping it simple, we don't have millions of technical indicators on here which can confuse many traders, and quite frankly many of them are redundant. So you won't find MACD or Bollinger Bands or anything like that on here. What you will find is the indicators that work and have worked for many years by keeping it simple, and which goes hand in hand with our trading strategy taught in our courses. For example, we have moving average scans, we have 52-week high, stocks that are near the 52-week highs, and we have relative strength. And average daily volume and price range are minimum filters, just like we showed you on the DragonScans earlier. Let's do what I call my down and dirty scan, which is a way of very quickly finding the strongest stocks in any market. For that, I use the relative strength ranking, which is right here. And this is not the RSI indicator, so don't confuse it with that. Rather, what this is it's our way of finding the stocks that are strong relative to all the other stocks in the exchange. So a stock with a ranking of 100 would actually indicate that that stock is stronger than all the other stocks in that exchange. And 90, for example, would indicate that the stock is stronger than 90% of the stocks in the market. So let's go ahead and make the minimum criteria here 90%. And let's do the India exchange this time, Indian National Stock Exchange. And now we just hit the Scan Now button. Again, notice it only took a couple seconds to return the results. And here we get a list of, looks like about 60 stocks that have a relative strength ranking of 90 or better. And we can sort by relative strength, which is a great thing to do. You can click on any of these columns to sort. And if we sort by relative strength, we see 2 stocks with 100% ranking, then 90%, 91%, all the way on down to 99%. If we take a look here, we can click on the ticker symbol and it'll load the chart for that stock. And notice that this stock that came up here is in an uptrend. It's as the rest of the market is weak, this stock is still in an uptrend. It's actually on a pullback down to its 20-day exponential moving average. Then we can look at another stock, Bata, India. Here again we have another stock that, If we look at the 6-month chart, you can see it's just broken out to a new high actually. Here we have another stock, Carol Info, and notice that this stock has actually just moved higher on strong volume. You can see the volume right here, a big volume spike. It broke out 2 weeks ago, and now it's consolidating in a tight sideways range. We can use our trend line drawing tool here, and you'll see that the stock is actually forming a pattern known as a bull flag. This is called a bull flag when the stock moves higher and then consolidates near its highs. So this stock would be a potential buy on a rally above the 2-day high, which would put it above this downtrending channel, and the stock is likely to resume its uptrend. In a matter of just seconds, we found several patterns that were the strongest stocks in the market right now. If you were to look at all the stocks, you'll find most of them are trending lower. Now if we want to, we can actually hit this button called Enable Space Through, and this will enable us to just hit our space bar and quickly go through and look at each stock just by hitting the space bar. We don't have to keep clicking on the ticker name. We just keep hitting the space. But if you make any changes to the chart, such as drawing trend lines and so forth, because it is a flash-based charting system, you just hit this button again, Enable Space Through, and then you can go through and look at more charts. Look at this one. This is interesting. Agro Industries. Despite weakness in the broad market and markets that's been trending sharply lower for several weeks, this stock broke out a couple weeks ago and now is consolidating near its highs. In fact, if you take a look at it here, you can see that the stock is ready to break out above horizontal price resistance and continue marching higher. And this would have taken us hours to find this one diamond in the rough, so to speak, with all the other stocks out there so weak. So if we close our chart, we can also do scans such as moving average scans. The moving average scans are another way to find stocks that are in an uptrend. We can say the price needs to be at or above the moving average. You can change what percentage above you want. We use the 20-day exponential moving average, 50-day simple moving average, and 200-day simple moving average. And then we hit the Scan Now button. And here's a list of all stocks that are above all 3 moving averages. So all these stocks are going to be, at the very least, sideways to moving higher. Now the stocks that are the strongest, that hold up as the market is going lower, are typically going to be the first stocks to surge higher when the market bounces. Notice this stock here has broken out a couple weeks ago and also is forming a bull flag pattern. And then we could even do a scan to see which stocks are near their 52-week highs. Stocks that are near the 52-week highs generally continue much higher because there's a lack of overhead resistance. So we would just hit the button, closing price versus 52-week high. So let's say we want the stock to be within 10% of its 52-week high. Hit the Scan Now button. And these are all stocks that are within 10% of their 52-week highs. So many of these stocks are going to be consolidating near their highs, and they'd be potential buys on a breakout. We can also use the software for finding stocks that are potential short sale entries. For example, we can do a low relative strength ranking. Show us all stocks that are 0% to 40% relative strength. And this results that we get now are going to be some of the weakest stocks in the market. And notice there's a lot more of those than there are strong stocks right now. But that's okay, because our strategy, we teach our members how to profit from both directions, buying puts or selling short when stocks are weak. Many of those actually. And if we take a look here, we can see stocks that are, all these are going to be stocks that are near their lows. So we can, doesn't matter what you want to find, whether you want to find stocks that are strong or stocks that are weak, we can find them very quickly and easily without spending hours looking through trying to find the best setups. If you wish to export your list of stocks so that you can import it into your trading software, just hit this Download CSV button, and then you can actually set your price alerts for your trading software.